So, welcome back after, I don't even know how long it's been since I've actually picked up the camera. I have now competed twice. It is the 23rd of September. I am still on prep. I am now 3 weeks out tomorrow from the UK DFBA finals. What a crazy last few weeks it has been. Obviously I competed for the second time with FitX, and what I am going to do after this little introduction is insert some footage of the show, how things went, and give you a little bit of a rundown, because I realised that it's been a long time since my second show, which was on the 10th or maybe the 12th, I can't actually remember, of September. I have been very busy with work, had some family things to kind of tend to, so it just hasn't been the right time to pick up the camera. However, I wanted to give a little bit of an update and talk you guys through what's been happening and what the plan is going forwards. So I'm just finishing prepping some meals, and then I'm gonna head to Costa to do some coaching work. I've been doing posing lessons this morning, and I have another posing lesson in about an hour and a half. So I'm gonna make use of this little break between clients to get some other client work done, but a change of scenery is definitely needed. Today is actually a rest day, so doing all the other things today. But yeah, there is a big update coming with lots of pictures and a big explanation, because yeah.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain.
So as you saw, it was a pretty spectacular day. Taking 2 first places was wicked, really cool, and the day itself was really nice and smooth. There were no kind of like, you know, sometimes a show can run really behind. I think we were actually done in the overall, because both myself and Vicky actually qualified for that overall, and there was a first call out and we were both within that first call out. So, you know, taking away 2 wins and then missing out on an overall, I can't be bitter about that. It was, you know, a back-to-back peak week, which is something that I know that my body doesn't really like to respond well to. So coming off the UK DFBA show, literally the following weekend we jumped into the FitX Manchester. I was really happy with my look. The day before the show, I can't lie, I was incredibly watery and inflamed, mainly from the travel, therefore I just didn't feel like my best. But by the time it was show day morning, I had an awesome sleep when I was one day out. That sleep really changed my physique. We actually continued to use Peak Max throughout show day, just to keep the fluid off me a little bit. And yeah, it was just absolutely brilliant. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a wrap up. I know it's not the usual kind of thing I like to do, but I thought, I was like, oh, let's just stick some bits and pieces in there so you guys know how it went. But once again, thank you to the FitX makeup team, who did a brilliant job with my makeup, and getting to wear my bikini again, absolutely loved it. So that's where we're at. We are on our way to the British final. 1 British final at least, possibly 2, I'm yet to decide. But again, thank you guys for watching and keeping up to date with everything that's happening this season. It's been crazy since I stepped off the FitX stage. Work's been super busy. Obviously we've got first timers competing, we've got people getting ready for the British, so it's just making sure posing clients are happy, making sure I'm happy with my posing just before the uni term starts again in early October. So all things are going right now. So as you just saw, my first delivery as a sponsored Titan athlete has just turned up. Now, Vicky is the owner of the Titan store. The Titan store are basically a retailer of different supplements. So for example, we've got Strom, HR Labs, CSN, everything that we know is good quality, they are a distributor of. So it's super, super, super cool to have a full sponsorship as an athlete. Now, I've had a few questions regarding obviously what's going to happen with the kind of subs I use from Strom. I've been using Strom since I started bodybuilding and I will continue to do so. I am not suddenly going to just start using different bits and pieces. Obviously, I'm here to try new things as well and give an honest, very honest insight into what I think about products rather than just kind of being you know, dishonest with you guys and recommending things that actually I don't enjoy that much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox this, show you what I've got in my first monthly order, which I'm super excited about. And the really cool thing about the Titan store is they do also stock equipment, bits and pieces in terms of clothing, and also fat loss and weight gaining related foods as well, which I think is really cool and not something that every single supplement retailer does. So I will take you through my first order, which I'm really excited about. So genuinely the easiest thing to do is sit on the floor because the box is fucking bigger than me. I'm so bad at actually opening boxes. I don't have the energy. I'm so tired today, if you can't tell. Can't even remember what I ordered because, yeah, prep brain and all of those things. So, what have we got in the box? Firstly, got a really cool, really well printed product card. First thing, now this is something that I chucked in last minute, some new straps. If you've seen any of my training footage, you'll know that I use like the Versa Grip, the pink ones, and I've literally had those for 4 years and they've been excellent. And they've only just broken, so I highly recommend Versa Grips. But what I've gone for is the Gasp plain black and yellow grips, because obviously my other ones have just basically died. So the first product, and something I'm super excited to use again, is the Outsmart productivity tool. Now this is really cool for anyone that is trying to produce any writing, focus on work. It's basically like a productivity tool. Now I've tried 4 servings of this before in a sample from Tariq from the Supplement Review. Sent those out to me to try, and I really like these, especially in the last kind of month or 2 of uni in second year. These were super useful, and what I personally found was that I didn't have a massive kind of caffeine crash after them. So in a serving, you are looking at, it's only 100 milligrams of caffeine in it, which is really nice. It means that you can also have it alongside coffees and things like that, and you're not going to have like a crazy overload. So the next thing that I've got is cream of ice, because I've literally just run out, and I've gone for the JP, which I think is the best texture, and I've gone for the chocolate fudge. I tried that about a year ago and I absolutely loved it. I have then got the classic Support Max joint from Strom. That is a staple for me, whether I'm on prep or not. I've then got Neuro PM, and again, I ran out of that. Well, I've got 1 serving left. An absolute must for me on prep. I've said it before, my prep doesn't usually affect my sleep, but definitely in the last kind of 8 weeks of prep, I find that my sleep quality isn't as good. So this is an absolutely superb supplement for that. I then have some Hydromax in the cherry flavour. The cherry or the berry is probably the best, but if you do like green fruit pastels, then I would highly recommend getting the lime flavour, because that is what it tastes like the most. And yes, I'm always drinking out of the same mug because prep OCD. It's this one or nothing. I'm surprised it hasn't died in the dishwasher yet. So next up we have Digest Max, again from Strom. Something that you always see me use, super important just for like daily function for me to be able to go to the toilet on prep, which if you don't know, as a bikini girl, is something that we often struggle with. Just as food volume's lower, there's less stuff passing through us, and therefore, you know, we do kind of struggle a little bit to go to the toilet, or we can do. And next up, I haven't had this for so long, is the Vascumax Pro in the cherry cola flavour, again from Strong. This is really, really nice for my upper body sessions where I don't require any stimulants, anything that's going to kind of amp me up. I don't rely on stims at all when I train, because I don't feel it's necessary. And for me, I just end up like absolutely rinsing them. So if I have a pre-workout that is stim free, always in the cupboard, always stocked up, then on my upper body days, this is something that if I feel like it, I'll use, especially at the back end of prep where pumps are a little bit meh, and I want to just kind of feel good in the gym. And then last but certainly not least, if I can dig it out, I have the Creamax in the raw flavour, which basically just means it is unflavoured. So this, especially if you're a natural, is something that should be a staple. It should be in every single day. And a lot of the time when it comes to the end of prep, we might take this out or we might not. There's a bit of like conflicting evidence to suggest that creatine can make you retain a little bit of water. I think this is very person dependent and isn't something that should really stress you out. Listen to your coach, but I take this daily, and I do tend to take it out about 3-4 days before a show. So that is my, I'm gonna check the box because I couldn't actually remember what I ordered, but that is my order from the lovely Titan store. And just a massive thank you to both Vicky and Ollie for kitting me out, making sure I have everything that I need. And if you are requiring anything from the Titan store, then you can use the code ALLY10 to take some savings on bits and pieces. But go and check them out. I will leave the website and the links below. But super, super happy with my little haul. So what I'm gonna do is get a cool thumbnail for this, you know, because you've got to do these things. But to show you the number of brands that they actually stock is incredible. So lots of names that you'll recognize on there, and just a great variety of flavors as well, all the flavors that we know and love. So yeah, go and check them out. Thank you guys for watching, and if you are new to this channel, then please do subscribe. It really does help me out, and don't forget to drop this video a like. But I will see you in the next one.